Hey guys, some Gamer Dude here. So we're up to part 4, I think, of this series where we're just looking at the original Magic the Gathering set. Why? Because it looks kinda cool. And it's never gonna be printed again, most of these cards. If not all of them, especially since they don't do core sets anymore. And it would be really fun to play with them if we had the chance. So we're into blue, my favorite color. I'm more of a blue-black kind of guy. And we'll start today with Jump. For 1 blue, it's an instant. Target creature is flying until end of turn. Now, if I remember correctly from how this works in other games, you have to do this before blockers are assigned. So, I'm not exactly sure why this would be an instant. The only way I could ever see it doing that is you need it when they're attacking with a flyer. It's a decent card, don't get me wrong, and it's worth its time, but I probably just prefer it as an enchantment or something. Next up is Life Tap. God, that's actually hard to read. For 2 blue, you get an enchantment. You gain 1 life each time any forest of opponents becomes tapped. Now, that's just mean and side decky and fun. I really like that. It's just like, I'm gonna plop this down, and each time you do anything, I gain life. But that would just be so much fun with a lifelink deck. Just plop that down if green's popular and just go, okay, I gain life, I gain life, I gain life. Oh, I'm attacking, gaining life again. That's fun. I like that. Lord of Atlantis for 2 blue. Summon Lord of Atlantis. Okay, for 2/2. That's pretty good actually. All Merfolk in play gain Island Walk and +1/+1 while this card is in play. Okay, I'm sure it's good, but a 2 is pretty easy to knock off, and it doesn't affect itself. So if you have 2 out, I mean, they're not gonna power each other up to 3 or 4 or whatever. I don't know how to feel about it. It seems decent, but too easy to pick off. Magical Hack. For blue, you get an interrupt, which is an instant. Change the text of any card being played or already in play by replacing one basic land type with another. For example, you can change Swamp Walk to Planeswalk. Ooh, that is really nasty. You can get something really big with one of the walk abilities, change it to whatever they're playing, and just walk straight through them. That is neat. Mahamoti Jin. For 4 and 2 blue, you get a summon flying Jin. For 5/6, it's vanilla. Okay. Mana Short. For 2 and a blue, you get an instant. All opponents' lands are tapped, and opponent's mana pool is emptied. Opponent takes no damage from unspent mana. That's a great way to open up the board. That is really cool. But can't your opponent just respond to it and get around it? That's really bad, kind of. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. For 1, you get a 1/1 Merfolk. Well, 1 blue. That's kind of yuck. Like, really yuck. Phantasmal Forces. For 3 and a blue, you get a Summon Phantasm. For 1, flying. Controller must spend blue during upkeep to maintain Phantasmal Forces to maintain or Phantasmal Forces are destroyed. No, I'm pretty sure I can't see exactly playing that. I'd rather play anything else. A 3/3 for 4 flying. Vanilla would probably be better. Phantasmal Terrain. For 2 blue, you get an enchant land. Target land changes to any basic land of the caster's choice. Land type is set when cast and may not be further altered by this enchantment. Now that's interesting. You can play all islands and just give yourself the other colours you want. Or just play, bunch of dual lands of the 2 main colours you're playing, and saying you're playing one other colour for just 1 card, just play this, and it's good land fixing. It really is. I'm not sure you'd actually use it in anything, because it's still taking up space, and you can get around this by just dual lands, but yeah, it seems like an interesting card, at the very least. I think it's something a bit cut, but it's interesting. Phantom Monster at 3 and blue, Summon Phantasm. Flying, 3/3. Yeah, I'd much rather just cast that than the bloody Phantasmal Forces thing. I'm really surprised. They're the same rarity too. You'd use one over the other. Pirate Ship. At 4 and blue, it's a summon ship, 4/3. Tap to do 1 damage to any target, because blue used to have burn back then. for some reason. That was strange. You wouldn't think of it today. Cannot attack unless opponent has islands in play, though controller may still tap. Huh. Do they mean pirate ship can't attack? Why didn't they say ship can't attack? Like they have on some of the other cards. It's like, what was it? Shadow can it do something? Not whatever shadow it was. Pirate ship is destroyed immediately if at any time its controller has no islands in play. Okay. Power Leak. For 1 and a blue, you get an enchantment. Target enchantment costs 2 extra mana during upkeep. If target enchantment's controller cannot or will not pay this extra mana, Power Leak does 1 damage to him for each unpaid mana. Again, with this burn enchantment deck, it's happening. It's weird. I like it. It seems frustrating. Probably very slow though. Power Sink. For X and blue, interrupt. Target spell is countered unless its caster spends X mana. Caster of target spell cannot choose to let it be countered. If caster of target spell doesn't have enough mana, all available mana from lands and mana pool must be paid, but target spell is still counted. Huh, that's really odd card. Awful art too. Prodigal Sorcerer. For 2 and a blue, you get a 1/1 wizard that taps to do 1 damage to any target. That's what I was talking about. Blue originally had burn of some description. Very strange. Very, very strange. That was actually a staple of blue at the time, I believe, because it's a good way to deal with things. Psionic Blast. For 2 and a blue, it does 4 damage to any target, but does 2 damage to you as well. Now, given that you're gaining a ton of life through the other thing that versus green decks, this isn't actually that bad. Actually, this isn't bad in general because it says any target, so it may target players, I believe. And what do you need? 4 of them to get them down to 6. 4 of them will get them down to 4. Prodigal Sorcerer can get them down the other 4. It's pretty... Why is blue burn a thing? Jeez, blue draws a lot too. It's like it's hard to get to these cards. Actually, I haven't seen much bounce in blue yet, because it wasn't a thing yet. Psychic Venom. For 1 and a blue, you get this cool picture of a snake with woman's eyes behind it. Enchant land. Whenever target land is tapped, Psychic Venom does 2 damage to that target land's controller. Again, with the blue burn thing. I'm really eager to see red now, actually. Really, really eager to see red. But yeah, this blue burn deck is a thing. I wonder if it worked back then. I actually get the idea behind it too. Blue isn't winning through combat, it's just winning through burn. It's just holding down the fort and just going, we'll gradually get you. That's interesting. Sea Serpent. For 5 and a blue, you get a 5/5 Serpent. Serpent cannot attack unless opponent has islands in place. So there's a really odd version of Island Walk. Serpent is destroyed immediately if at any time the controller has no islands in play. So both people have to have islands. Huh. That's a piece of shit. Really is. Siren's Call. First mechanically looking blue card we've come across. For just 1 blue, you get an instant. All of opponent's creatures that can attack must do so. Any non-wall creatures that cannot attack are destroyed at the end of turn. Play during opponent's turn, but before your opponent's attack. Creatures summoned this turn are unaffected by Siren's Call. So if your opponent taps down to do a bunch of things, you just play this and kill all their mana dorks or tap cards or something. That's actually not that bad. You have to do it when you know your opponent's not going to tap anything else, so you got a very small window of using it, but you're going to clear out a lot of stuff. Actually, that would have been really good today versus vehicles. Just like they tap their last guy, you know they're going to tap to crew things, play it, and all their crewers are dead. They just have to worry about the vehicles for a turn, and look, they got nothing to tap next turn. I like that card. Sleight of Mind. For 1 blue. God, blue's cheap to play. Interrupt. Change the text of any card being played or already in play by replacing one of the color word with another. For example, you can change counter red spells to counter black spells. You cannot change mana symbols. Oh, that's interesting. It probably have its uses. You probably want to use it when your opponent's doing something like target blue creature gains whatever. You just change it to say now it targets red creature. That's an illegal target. It's fizzled. I mean, it's a joke card, but it's pretty cool. It's side decky, but it's pretty cool. And the last one for today, Spell Blast. For X and a blue, you get an interrupt. Target spell is countered. X is the cost of target spell. That's interesting. quite interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about it. It actually fit in today. It's pretty decent for that. It's just like, you'd probably rather something with a set cost, like negate or counterspell. Anyway, that was it for today, guys. This is probably the last one I'm recording for today. It's a little tired, and I'll see you guys next week.